Mason Greenwood and Manchester United players are said to have met in private as the team discusses whether to allow the attacker to re-enter the game. The club has instructed the 21-year-old England national to avoid the premises as it looks into his behaviour internally. Although he was exonerated of the suspected rape allegations by a criminal court, any rejoining of the Red Devils would spark intense controversy. There was no longer a realistic chance of conviction, the Crown Prosecution Service stated at the beginning of the month in response to the withdrawal of significant witnesses and fresh evidence. They, therefore, had an obligation to stop the case as a result. His potential restoration to the United ranks, though, is still quite uncertain. The men's team is split about his probable return to the club, according to the Times. To that purpose, the publication alleges that certain veteran players have stark misgivings. Similar concerns are shared by female employees, and several of United's business partners are closely monitoring the issue as well. Also, the Manchester United women's team, who are currently in first place in the WSL, is said to be very uncomfortable about Greenwood's probable return. Greenwood has had meetings with some of United's players, despite the fact that he's currently being urged to remain away from the organisation. Greenwood has communicated with a number of them off-site and in secret. Greenwood wants to revive his United career through the meetings. Also, he intends to improve his prospects of being reintegrated into the first squad in an attempt to gain support. The story claims that Greenwood has gotten in touch with a number of these footballers, a few of whom he had known since their time at the club's academy. In order to hear him out and form their own opinions on his probable return and the effects it had both on and off the field, they've contacted him in private. Regarding his return, the club is allegedly still quite divided. According to reports from earlier this week, United will seek input from the men's and women's squad leadership groups before making a decision. Yet, whichever choice they make, it will undoubtedly spark debate. The 2.5 years on the attacker's contract at Old Trafford are still up. He was also developing into a player of top value under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before his arrest. To that aim, after breaking through in the 2018-19 season, he's netted 35 goals in 129 games. Shortly after the lawsuit was withdrawn, Greenwood said, "I'm relieved this matter is now over. I would like to thank my family, loved ones and friends for their support." Moving abroad is a possibility for Greenwood. Should United opt not to reintroduce Greenwood, he's free to pursue other professional opportunities. Yet there are more and more rumours that the attacker may decide to resume his transfer abroad instead of playing in England. At first, it was thought a transfer to China might be in the works. Reports from earlier this week, however, indicated that moving to Turkey may suddenly be an option. Fenerbahce is the team most likely to sign the English if he becomes a free agent, according to reports. Also, there are rumours that the Turkish heavyweights are prepared to deal with the backlash that such a divisive decision would generate. Photosport understands that there would be a significant response to any acquisition. They claim they're prepared to accept the risk nevertheless. Despite some high-profile additions in recent years, Fina hasn't won a league crown since 2014. And in an effort to improve their chances, manager Jorge Jesus plans to add to his team this summer. Enner Valencia, Michy Batshuayi and Joshua King, 3 former Premier League footballers, are currently among their attacking possibilities. He might therefore provide them with some solid competition in that area. The player's top concern is learning where he lies with United though. Only after that can he start making plans for the following stage of his profession.